with a little rhythm. Young feet, old feet, can be uncontrolled feet. Rhythm makes them cold feet, trot down the aisle.
Theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a darkened theater waiting for the show to start? I pray. Oh God, please let it be a good show, and let it be short, oh Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours? 2 hours is fine. 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience. Dear God, I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story and a few good songs that will take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and wondered to themselves, what have George and Ira Gershwin have for us tonight? Or can Cole Porter pull it off again? Now it's, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be sitting in the dark that you knew when the show began, you'd be taken to another world. A world full of music and color and glamour, and you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello. How are we today? Well, nice to hear. Well, I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason, a little sad I should feel anxious at this age. You know, a little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness, a state that I like to call blue. So, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So, I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was going to put on the soundtrack recording of Meredith Willson's The Music Man. I had a craving for young Ronnie Howard. But then I thought to myself, no, let's have a treat. Let's disappear into the decadent world of the 1920s, when the champagne flowed and the caviar chilled and all the world was a party. To the wealthy, anyway. So I dug about, and what did I find but one of my favorite recordings, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's a 2-record set, remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's the full show and contains the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this was a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? Let me read to you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Of course, the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's exactly what this show is. Fun. So would you let me play a little bit of it for you now? Yeah. I was hoping you'd say yes. You hear that static? I just love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. Okay, now let's visualize. Imagine, if you will, it's November 1928, and you've just arrived at the doors of the Morosco Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember when it used to get cold in November? Not anymore. November is the new August. It's global warming, we're all doomed. Anyway, it's very cold, and there's a heavy gray sleet falling from the sky, but you don't care because you're about to see a Broadway show. Listen. Isn't this wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes. Oh, overtures. Overtures are out of style now. I miss them. It's like a show's way of welcoming you. Hi, the meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's exactly what an overture is, a musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Oh, this is new. Kind of rocking, sounding like a dance tune, maybe involving pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates. To build, you know, only seconds away from being transported. The curtain is going up. I can't wait.
You look radiant, Miss Tottenday.
I do love this dress, it never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. It's such a pleasure airing it, restitching and preparing it. God bless, your dress is one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, better go the horses and it's happy wedding time. Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will down, wedding bells will ding-a-ling, and we will ding along. Wedding guests have come,
Wedding guests are here.
wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear.
you're to marry Janet, that star of Belgium's follies, whom I love a lot.
George, that's George, his best man, George. An honor to be doing what a best man ought. Ah, Mrs. Toddler, now don't you worry. I have this whole wedding planned out. The key is organization, see? Each string represents a task yet to be completed. Pay the florist, book the minister, and yell at the musicians. This one is gonna run like clockwork.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding? I lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I might get shot.
I'm kidding, just kidding. I came with Mr. Felting. I'll be a leading lady if I get my shot.
We're pastry chefs. We cross our hearts. We're pastry chefs. No bakery. A bakery is what we've got.
Abdallah, my name is Abdallah. I am the king of romance, so I kiss a lot.
You are the king of romance, so you kiss a lot. Wedding bells will ring. Wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come. Someone isn't here. Where is Janet Vandergraff and when will she appear? It's Janet Vandergraff.
I'm Janet. Janet Vandergraff. Here to marry Robert Martin. Giving up a life of glamour to tie the knot. I'm the chaperone of Janet Vandergraff. Maid of honor, friend and confidant, and all that right. Where's the bar? A wedding,
It's prohibition, madam.
a wedding. I bet good thing I brought my own. A wedding. This champagne makes me drowsy.
It's really happening. It's really happening. Almost happening. What is happening?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. I circle through the stratus in my modern apparatus. I'm Trix, the aviatrix. I gotta fly. I'll see you when they tie the knot. A wedding today. Ding-a-ling. A wedding's coming our way.
Well, there you have it. All the guests have arrived. We have a bride who's getting up the stage for love, her debonair bridegroom, and hair producer, dribbling gangsters posing as pastry chefs, a flaky Marine, a Latin Lothario, and an aviatrix. What we now call a lesbian. And of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment? Wasn't that wonderful? And we will ding along? I don't even know what that means. Okay, I'll guide you through this record as best as I can. Don't be worried, it won't be hard to follow. So we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I just wanted to thank you all for coming. I tell you, I must be some lucky fellow. But who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. Now, if it weren't for prohibition, I'd say, let's raise a glass. Hear, hear! To Miss Janet Van de Graaff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see the bride on the day of the wedding. It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served via reading room.
Say, isn't it a little early to be drinking?
I don't understand the question.
All right, look. Your job is to keep Janet away from Robert. Got it? You're the chaperone.
Aye, mon capitaine. Oh, Robert! Who's my little monkey?
I'm the little monkey.
So the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Feltic!
Getting married and leaving the show business.
Mr. Feltic!
Doesn't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Feltic, I can be a leading lady. You said it yourself, I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet.
Yeah, I'm pretty good too. Last week I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation, Kitty and Feltic were a couple in real life, Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct, a stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end, she does something clever and makes everyone question whether it's all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie was actually quite stupid. Apparently, Jack had to explain all the jokes to her. Anyway, she had a wonderful career on the stage. Back then, the theater was the only place where stupid people could make a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
A petite four, Mr. Feltic.
Not now.
Perhaps a nice
Oh,
profiterole.
boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we can give you something else to chew on. Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also, and primarily, employees of a certain individual.
Certain individual.
A certain individual! Who just so happens to be the largest single investor in Feltic's Follies. He has sent us here as pastry chefs to express his concerns about Mrs. Van de Graaff's impending nuptials. Specifically, that if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show. I know you. No, you don't. Have you ever spent time in Toledo? Have you ever spent any time in a co-op? No, but I have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty. Boys. Go ahead and tell your boss this wedding ain't ever gonna happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right. But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, I hope we have made ourselves perfectly eclair. One can only hope. You've got to be kidding me. A truffle munch? Don't touch with me.
All right. You can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we ganache. We're on the lamb. Lamb's an entree, you macaroon.
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Tall Brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were originally born Abram and Mendel Maslaskowitz, but were renamed to Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. They were an early example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of stylized movements and wordplay, not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do, but for reasons that would not be appropriate to this situation.
I'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Feltic. In the meantime, feel the dessert carousel. Yeah, try the Toledo surprise. It's to die for! Holy cats, Mr. Phelps and the gangsters!
Very perceptive. Now, go out of your face. I gotta stop this wedding, but how? Oh Lord in heaven, how?
I always thought that moment was a tad overplayed. So, with the story well on its way, let's go to the groom's room.
Hey there, handsome. Show me those pearly whites.
The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. He was the Albright toothpaste man. His fabulous smile adorned every tube. Albright was hugely popular in the early 20s because it contained cocaine. It's true, if you looked at the label, it was the 5th ingredient down, right below sugar. Anyway, it wasn't long until he became a huge matinee idol.
Now don't worry. It is perfectly normal for the groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is. Of course!
Now, I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say he's a bad actor, but to those people I say, shut up.
Hey there, Mr. Mirror Man. Shaking and quaking, trembling like them fraidy cats do. Something big be bothering you. Cold feet, brother, you've got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little rhythm. Young feet, old feet can be uncontrolled feet. Rhythm make them cold feet trot down the aisle. Frosty arches, they can learn to swing. Icy toes can jive. Wedding marches played in a ragtime swing make frigid souls come alive and take that dive. Cold feet, small feet, turn them into bold feet. Rhythm make them cold feet.
You don't say. Well, why don't you slide back into your muddle, you backstabbing worm? Now I've got to find another minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'm singing a song an old man taught me. A Dixie remedy for wedding day jitters.
You think you've got jitters? You've got the easy part. I've got to get the gluten ears, the rice, and find a minister.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Gold feet.
What do I do? Scold feet?
No! You make the cold feet hot. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Cold feet. Cold feet. Turn them into cold feet. Rhythm make them cold feet hot. You make the cold feet hot. You make the cold feet hot. Make the cold feet hot.
Percy Hyman was a wonderful performer. I often like to think of him panting and sweating after a long dance routine. He's still alive, you know. I saw him on the news recently celebrating his 100th birthday. To say that the passing years had taken their toll on him would be a grotesque understatement. They wheeled him out, and he had this pained expression of wide-eyed confusion that God reserves for the very, very old on their birthdays. The one that says, "Who are you? Who am I? And why is this cake on fire?" You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
That's enough dancing around like a fool.
Sorry, George. I was just trying to calm my nerves. It is my wedding day, after all.
Well, you could have snapped an ankle. Dancing is way too dangerous. I've got it. Why don't you go for a skate? That's what I always do to calm my nerves.
George, you think of everything.
Oh, wait. No. You can't go out looking like that. You might see Janet. Here, I got you this blindfold so you don't have to see her at all.
George, what would I do without you?
Just looking out for you, my friend. And no more dancing. Wedding bells will ring. Wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will sound.
Just ignore it. It does this occasionally. It will stop soon. Just ignore it. What? What do you want?
Hello, you have reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone and I'll call you back at my convenience.
Well, just like that, the moment is ruined. Thank you, life. It's like a cell phone going off in the theater. God, I hate that. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, I'm at the theater ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't make it out tonight, so I decided I'd ruin the moment by proxy. Okay, let's just drop that. Let's get our minds back to 1928. They didn't have cell phones in 1928, but I'm sure they had something for the ruining of moments. Bugles or something.
Happy wedding time.
So the scene shifts, and we find the bride, the glamorous Janet Vandegraff, entertaining questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Vandegraff, is it true you are giving up a successful career to marry a man you hardly know?
Yes, Robert and I met on the Lido deck of the Isle de France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned, briefly, and then he proposed.
So you won't be returning to the stage, ever?
I shan't.
You shan't.
I shan't.
Can I quote you on that?
Of course. One more question. Yes.
Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you give up the footlights knowing very well you got grease paint in your veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, dump the mud, stay with the volleys. I'll give you anything you want. I'll put your name above mine in the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this has anything to do with vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to ride moons no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. Play the saucy Swiss no more.
Feltig, it is painfully obvious that Mrs. Vandegraff has no desire to continue the life on stage.
Can't you see?
It's killing her soul.
Don't worry, boys. This ain't over yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't do an encore.
I don't wanna encore no more. Keep shouting make the audience laugh no more. I don't wanna show
That was Jane Roberts as the bride. She was the Oops girl, remember? Come on, surely you remember the Oops girl. Don't you people even read? She was billed as the girl whose sexual energy was so high that it caused the men around her to have accidents. You know, like spill their drinks and crash their cars into trees. And she would go, oops. Well, I'm not doing it justice, but people ate it up. She made a whole series of films out of it. Oops. The Oops Girl. Oops Girl Come Home, and Oops Girl at Sea, which won an Oscar for special effects.
Okay, so begging and groveling didn't work. On to plan B. And for that, I'm going to need an accomplice. Someone gullible with loose morals. I need a, what do you call him? A European.
In walks Aldolfo, self-proclaimed ladies' man. Aldolfo was played by former silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Bartelli. He was the one who later drank himself to death at a chateau in Nice, remember? It was a full 5 days until he found his body, and at that point, he had been partially consumed by his poodles. What? He's only partially consumed?
Excuse me, I don't believe we've met.
I am a doubtful.
You are a doubtful.
Yes, I am a doubtful.
Not he, a doubtful.
Yes, I am a doubtful.
Funny. You don't look like a scoundrel to me.
Yes, what?
Why, just now, I overheard the groom saying, a doubtful is a scoundrel.
A doubtful is a scoundrel?
Those very words.
A doubtful is a scoundrel?
It's like I'm hearing them again.
This is outrageous. Isn't it to ladies with breasts for making love? Why, I must.
You must take matters into your own hands.
I must take this groom into my hands and kill him.
Yes! No. Don't kill him. Just hurt him enough so he can't get married.
Show me to this groom. Wait.
What?
What kind of man is this groom? A big man? A burly fellow?
Well, he's big on the outside.
No. Adolfo will not fight big man. Small, pale, wheezy man that Adolfo can put very far, but no big man.
So you're a lover, not a fighter.
Adolfo is a lover of beautiful ladies. Some say the king of romance.
Well, you know what they say. The best way to get back at a man is through his...
Door?
No, the best way to get back at a man is through his...
Window?
No! Revenge! Back at a man through his...
There is no other way. I'm not Santa Claus climbing down chimneys.
Through his woman!
Ah, his woman.
Yes, Adolfo, you must seduce his woman.
Adolfo will make love to their bride. That will show everyone Adolfo is no scoundrel. Show me to this bride. Wait.
What?
What kind of woman is this bride? A big woman? A girly woman?
No, she's the cat's pajamas.
Pajamas?
Look her, an attractive woman.
Ah, show me to this cat in pajamas. Adolfo will make a purr.
Stop it.
Like a cat in pajamas?
Oh.
quietly chewing the scenery. You certainly couldn't get away with a performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are too sophisticated to handle broad racial stereotypes on stage, so we banished them to Disney. Let the children sort it out.
Underling,
Yes, madam.
the pastry chefs have been kind enough to provide the liquor for the party. But remember, Underling, we have to be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It is prohibition after all.
I'm aware of that, madam.
We'll have to use code words. For instance, if someone asks for a glass of ice water, it means they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should write it down.
I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What is a glass of ice water?
Vodka.
Ice water?
Vodka.
Ice.
Vodka.
Well, you see then, one less thing to do. Underling, may I please have a glass of ice water? I found my meeting with the pastry chefs rather trying, and I would really enjoy a glass of refreshing ice water.
Your ice water, madam.
That's your vodka, you poop!
I hate this scene.
Now I really do need a glass of ice water.
A glass of ice water, madam?
Yes, ice water! Are you going deaf?
Would that I were.
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's really just a series of spit takes.
Your ice water, madam.
That's your vodka, you poop!
You know, in some ways, the Drowsy Chaperone was quite progressive. A black actress playing the aviatrix, for instance.
Your ice water, madam.
That's your vodka, you poop!
Yes, some elements were quite progressive, but others were still quite stale in 1928. You know what? I'm going to skip ahead.
That was... Where do you think you're going?
To find some lime juice, madam.
Lime juice, for heaven's sakes, why?
I'm going to bring my eyebrows out and make myself a gimlet.
Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, what was that routine doing in the show? Well, it's simple. There's a song coming up, and they needed some time to allow for the set change. It's mechanics. It's like pornography. Let me explain what I mean by that. Okay, so you see in pornography, the story is simplistic. How do I pay for this pizza being the classic example? As in musical theater, the story exists only to connect to the longer, more engaging production numbers. Well, what? What kind of society do we live in if we can't discuss the similarities between pornography and musical theater?
In a few short hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, life is a mad whirlwind.
This is a really interesting scene. This is the only scene where Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on stage. Jane Roberts was an emerging star, and Beatrice Stockwell was already very well established and a force to contend with.
I'm so full of apprehension, but I suppose that's normal considering the circumstances. Have you ever been
not out of necessity.
Your ice water, madam. Oh, I'm afraid we're fresh out of olives.
Have you ever been married, Underling?
Oh, heavens no, madam. If I'm gonna serve a woman, I'd rather be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you two. I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man I hardly know. But somehow, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big, monkey eyes, oh gee, I get all wheezy. And that's love, isn't it?
Not necessarily. The wooziness can be caused by any number of things. I mean, I'm woozy right now and I'm certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired all the troops of every major world conflict up to and including the Falklands War. By that time, she was in her late 80s and her anthems didn't so much as rouse rather than stupefy. Still, she demanded that a rousing anthem be put in every show that she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. Now that's star power.
Really, you're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with...
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing left from right nor right from wrong. And the best that we could do is hold a bluebird. We'll sing his song as we stumble along.
That was quite nice, chaperone, but really, I don't see how it pertains to my situation.
Let me explain. It's a dismal little world in which we live. It'll bore you till you've nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents, Antarctica, oh please.
Antarctica, oh please.
Steve, you mustn't let it leak. You're this planet, oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble away, cross life's crowded dance floor, we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and homeward turn. As we stumble away through dawn's lightning sunlight beam,
anthem about alcoholism. That's what I love about her. She does whatever she wants, whenever she wants, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that.
Well, that was quite inspiring, Chaperone. But really, I just don't know. Is Robert the man for me?
My dear, that is something you're going to have to decide for yourself.
But I just have to know if he loves me.
Then why don't you ask him? Why don't you say, Roger, do you love me?
It's Robert. And I'm not supposed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
You're right. And I take the responsibility very seriously. However, I'm just now feeling terribly, terribly drowsy. I'm afraid I'm gonna have a little lie down. Now, whatever you do, don't go wandering through the garden, seeking out your fiancé to ask him the question upon which your future happiness depends.
Oh, thank you, Chaperone. I just have to know he loves me.
Such a skinny little fool. Still, I envy her. When will love come crashing through my door?
La 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 la.
In walks Adolfo, come to seduce the bride.
I am Adolfo.
Try not to think of the poodles while you're listening to this part.
Yes, I am Adolfo and you are the bride.
No, I'm not.
What? This is the bridal suite and you are the only one here. Therefore you must be the bride.
Interesting argument, but I'm afraid you're a moron.
What?
Me? No. Bride. Perhaps I could take a message.
Yes. Dear Vandergraaf bride, Adolfo must make love to you and transport you to a place of high ecstasy. Sooner is better. Sign Adolfo, king of romance.
Well, you've seen through my little ruse, you've found me out.
Ah, so you are the bride.
Apparently, yes. Take me, a doll face.
No. Not the dark face, Adolfo. You must remember my name when we are making love and you are screaming it. You must remember my name or to ruin everything. How can I make you remember? I'm sure that you have heard the name of Adolfo. I hate the man who wins the claim of Adolfo. What loveliness, I am the same Adolfo. I introduce myself, I am Adolfo.
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
Not so fast, now just in case you didn't hear Adolfo, I'll try to make it very clear Adolfo. The lovely lady's always here Adolfo. When I repeat myself, I am Adolfo.
Understood.
I can sing it high, Adolfo. I can sing it low, Adolfo. I can sing it very fast, Adolfo. I can sing it very slowly. I do it now, but it would take hours. Now let's see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Who's the brother that you see?
Adolfo.
And how should you refer to me?
Adolfo.
And who is it that'll always be?
Adolfo.
Now sing it proudly. Now let me spell it out for you. For you lovely ladies who didn't hear for some reason. Maybe you had a feeling or something. I don't know.
to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. I mean a real Latin lover, not a buffoon. But that's what musicals are all about, isn't it? Romantic fantasy, falling in love at the drop of a hat, spontaneous tangling, suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting.
Well, don't worry, madam. I'm getting married today, so I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
I'm sorry. Who am I speaking to anyhow?
Why, it's me! I mean, Mimi! Mimi from France!
This scene couldn't be any more ridiculous.
So, you are marrying Jean's Vansigraph, no?
Oui,
I hear she's very beautiful
oui.
and glamorous.
Ah, oui, oui.
Is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comic and dramatic roles?
Say, I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
The middle part, where they make the toast. So, you were telling me about your, how do you say it in English? Fiancé?
That's right.
When was the moment you knew that she was the only one for you?
It's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck of the Isle de France,
Yes?
and I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
Then what happened?
Well, then I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes, and I got all woozy.
And then you fell? Je ne fais?
Yes, right in my keister. And I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dock.
Well, that's what she said. And that's when I knew it must be love.
And then you said?
And then I said, there was a time I could stop on a dime. Forbearance was one of my talents. But since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm the joy on the stair, the three-legged chair, the hem that's been caught by a shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there was nothing my ankles could do. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So how did I happen to you?
Is that what happened?
Well, then she chimed in.
When men say I'm sweet and they fall at my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen. A catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rags in the cellar.
A broken umbrella, a branch hanging loose from a tree. I can see myself jumping and clapping for a man who lives dangerously. I'm an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then you said?
And then we kissed.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. So hurry and happen to me.
fake French accent have led to quite the misunderstanding. What a mess! Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's not real. It's a musical. Everything always works out in the end of a musical. In real life, nothing ever works out, and the only people who burst into song are the hopelessly deranged.
Where is that entering order?
Mr. Felton.
How long can it take to seduce one prize?
Mr. Felton, you don't need Jenny no more.
Kitty, not now.
But I've been working on my mind reading act, presenting Kitty the Incomprehensible. Now think of something.
Oh, I'm thinking of some, all right.
Wait, I'm getting it. Pick up some milk and a loaf of rye bread, and don't forget to shake your legs.
You're reading your own mind, you idiot.
Oh, no wonder you're so easy.
Mr. Feltig, it would seem this wedding is going according to schedule. Now, it's about time you received your just desserts. What do you say, partner, to move up something special for Mr. Feltig? Yeah, how about the Toledo surprise? An inspired choice.
A Toledo surprise. I never heard of that.
No, you haven't. Those who have heard of it are generally never heard from again. We'll share the recipe with you. First, you chop the nuts. Then you pound the dough. Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got your Toledo surprise.
Could you run that by me just one more time?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Felting. First, you chop the nuts. Then you pound the dough. Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got your Toledo surprise. Say, why don't we give him a little taste?
What? What style? What grace? What rhythm? Open your fists. Now shake them. Now give me that recipe one more time. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up, run nice and slow. Then you got Toledo surprise. Get the peach, peel the skin, mush it up, throw it in. That's the tasty Toledo surprise. First you heat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if you try to rise, don't let it, it's a snack. Try it, folks. Whip your whites, split your yolks, then you got a Toledo surprise.
You boys are natural.
Honest?
Keep it up. I'll go work on those contracts.
Hey!
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mr. Felton, what's going on here?
Kitty, I'm developing a new act.
Toledo surprise.
If you're putting gangsters in the show and you won't put me in, then I'm in the union.
You got it all wrong. The new act. It's for you, Kitty, and these boys are your backup dancers.
Backup dancers, holy cats! What the hell Toledo does to my libido? Good, yes, Toledo, sugary yama. Surprise! Squeeze the ring, squeeze the pen, lick the spoon, flip the pen, makes you cross the tuxedo. Toledo surprise.
Undodgeable had big announcement. Wedding is off.
What? For the love of God, why?
Undodgeable has made love to the bride.
That is not the bride, you idiot. That is the chaperone.
What? So what is off?
The wedding is off!
What?
Robert kissed a French girl. Her name is Mimi. She's very beautiful.
Well, I couldn't help it, Janet. She was just like you. Only French. Underling?
Yes, madam.
What is all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
Not anymore, there isn't. What a tragedy. What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy. Clear the floor, I'll show you how it's done. First you beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat
So that's that. The curtain falls and it's time for intermission. At least it would be if we were sitting in the Morosco Theater watching the Drowsy Chaperone, which obviously we're not. I don't like intermissions. They ruin the magic, you know? One moment you're lost in the world of music and romance, and the next moment you're surrounded by tourists, crinkling candy wrappers, nattering about the lack of women's restrooms. It's cruel. Oh, it's a power bar. I have a little bit of a blood sugar issue. I have to eat small meals throughout the day or I get all jittery. I know it's rude, but you wouldn't like the alternative, believe you me. Believe you me. I remember my wedding day. The ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon, and I didn't even eat breakfast. I do. Are you surprised that I was married? Well, there you are. You shouldn't go be making assumptions about people now, should you? I'm a very complicated person. I have to pee now, but don't worry. While I'm gone, you can listen to the start of Act 2. This song is not from the Drowsy Chaperone. This song's from another musical entirely. I have a woman who comes in once a month. Can you say that? I have a woman. Anyway, she's very good and she cleans the things that I refuse to, but she has this annoying habit of putting my records back and in the wrong sleeves, even though I say, "No touch records, Carmela, no touch records." I suppose if I spoke to her in complete sentences, she'd stop touching my records. Anyway, that began Act 2 of another Gable and Stein show entitled The Enchanted Nightingale, a degrading piece of chinoiserie about an emperor who marries his American electionist instead of his betrothed and ends up building the Great Wall of China. A slap in the face to 4,000 years of Chinese history. But it had some great tunes. That was Beatrice Stockwell as American Lady, and did you recognize Roman Bartelli as the Emperor? Yes, he is a man of 1,000 accents. All of them insulting. Act 2 of the Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it bathed in the pale blue light of a sympathetic moon, which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the afternoon. Now, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it'll be difficult, but they're not the best, so block them out. But the tune is beautiful and truly communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
Put a monkey on a pedestal and try to make that monkey stay. And he did for a time, but he needed to climb, and with other monkeys play far away. He left his jacket on that pedestal beside his tiny rusty cup, and I haven't got the strength to pick them up. Oh, monkey, monkey.
floats in the air. And I must confess, I do get a little bit misty when I think about that jacket lying on the pedestal, its long sleeves dangling on the floor.
A monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you. Come, my little monkey, come, my little monkey too.
Okay, now here we go.
Wait,
Who are you?
I'm Janet Vandergraaf.
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone.
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so gloomy? No, no, no. I can rule the world if so I chose. Sigmund Thornton's flowers to me every show. Gertrude Stein handed me your rose.
Now she really lets go.
I'm Janet Vandergraaf. Ain't no nail that I can't hammer. Why give up a life of glamour? Life of glamour, life of glamour. Monkey,
I'm not Miss Mars. She's having complete mental breakdown.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to spread mirth no more. Be the brightest on earth no more. I don't wanna, I don't wanna, I do. I don't wanna show I think short, Janet, future insecure, Janet's feelings will do just fine. Future I could ever care to share includes just one two-timing cat who drives me Is it the monkey or my pedestal?
I just love that number. It has a little bit of everything. A little Busby Berkeley, a little Jane Goodall. But that's just one thing I love about musicals in general. When characters are in crisis, they sing and they dance, which is so much more interesting than just complaining about it. But that's the glory of musical theater. Now, this is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds and something starts to ring.
What a beautiful day for a wedding.
Shall I have the pews removed now, or will you prefer I wait until morning?
Okay, I'm going to stop here because I don't want this number to be ruined by a ringing telephone. Here we have 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. They are Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't really know anything about them. I mean, I assume Ukulele played the ukulele even though she does it in the show, but I actually did try to find out more about her. I went through all my books, I even tried the internet, but all my searches just ended with Tiny Tim's autopsy reports. Anyway, they're both charming.
Why would you have the pews removed?
The wedding has been called off, madam.
Oh, underling, never listen to about her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
Why, you could be close to someone 1 minute, and the next, you just want to strangle them.
Oh, I'm familiar with the urge to strangle. Yes.
You see? That's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worry, love makes lovers fret. But here's a fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago in Romeo and Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusted friend. 'Twas a happy fate for Hank the AIDS and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you that Anne Boleyn lost her head?
Yeah, she was in love. Love was good to Eve and Adam,
Here we go again.
and Samson and Delilah too.
Good grief, Mary Pokes. A question, madam.
Yes, of course.
Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do. Love is always lovely in the end.
Oh, I found that quite taxing, madam. Excuse me while I pour myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you. Love comes from above, but love will never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me and my true love. Love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly kid. Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yes, that was charming, but to be frank, on some level, that number pisses me off. Now, I'm going to say something, and yes, I have been drinking, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Often in the end, there are lawyers. And another thing. I cannot be the only one aware of the awkward sexual connotation of that title. I mean, love is always lovely in the end. I mean, is it just me? I guess what I'm trying to say is that number is naive, and irresponsibly so. Sorry, I just thought that needed to be said for the sake of the young people. Okay, I won't interrupt anymore. There's actually moments coming up that I've become obsessed with.
There you are! Oh, chaperone, I'm in a terrible state!
You certainly are. You can't go to the wedding looking like that.
Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off.
Not your wedding. Mine. Now, that reminds me. Might I borrow your veil?
You're getting married? But to whom?
La 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 la. Ah, baffled lady with beautiful expression.
You're marrying Adolfo?
I know it's surprising, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy the eyes, I just get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, dear, that is love. There you are. All right, I've got my cards on the table. I've got a weak heart. Can't take the pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old ticker's gonna give out. So please, tell me, is there going to be a wedding or not?
Yes,
Oh, thank the heavens.
Adolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
There you are. I have wonderful news. There's going to be a wedding.
We know.
You know?
Yes, we just heard.
But who told you?
I did.
What difference does it make? Miss Tottendale and I are to be married in the garden at 7:30 this evening. What?
What? Oh. Yeah.
Congratulations to everyone.
Say, what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everybody's getting married except for the bride and the groom.
There you are. Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Please, don't be that way. Janet, can't you find it in your heart to marry me? I mean, George has gone to all this trouble, and well, I do love you. More than I can say.
But you kissed another woman!
I know, and this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French girl, it was just like kissing you.
Oh, Robert, you were kissing me.
You mean you're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. I developed it while playing the role of Marique. Hold that baguette.
There you are. Now, before you do anything, think about this. No matter how well you play the part of the happy wife, you'll never, ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I just don't know. Oh, I'm so confused. Chaperone, please, I beg you just this once, please, to give me some advice that is coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
Okay, now here it comes. The moment I was talking about, not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me more than any other and has brought me back to this record time and time again. Here it comes.
Well, my advice to you is,
And this is it. Listen.
while you can.
See, you can't quite make out what she says because somebody drops a cane. I'll play it for you again.
While you can.
Is she saying live while you can or leave while you can?
While you can.
I mean, it is Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be a cynical quip. But that's exactly what you're thinking when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Do you live or do you leave? And you have to live because you do love her in some way. It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't come out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So you say it. You say, I love you. And you phrase it as a question, but they accept it as a fact. And then there she is, standing in a $3,000 dress with tears in her eyes, and her nephew made the humpah. So what do you say? Do you say, oh, I was kidding, I was joking? No, you choose to live. And for a few months, you stare at the alien form in bed beside you, and you wonder to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And one day you say it out loud, and then it's trial separation and couples counseling, and all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction. And you're constantly redefining, reevaluating, revisiting before you lose the deposit on the house, and the whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But in a larger sense, in a broader sense, it's better to have lived than left. Right?
Live while you can.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to that.
Oh, chaperone, you certainly have a way with words. Robert,
wedding is a done deal. Now you're in truffle, and there's muffin you can do about it.
But there is, I've got a replacement. A new leading lady presenting Kitty the Incomprehensible. Okay, Kitty, go ahead and show the boys you can read my mind. My mind.
Kitty, will you marry me? Holy cats, Mr. Felton! Yes, yes!
Isn't she amazing?
All right. Well, ladies, go put on your frills, and we'll all get married in one big club. That's what they do in Utah.
Well, George, I don't know how you managed to pull it off. 4 weddings in one day. I guess you're everybody's best man now.
I am.
Yes!
I am.
Hip, hip, hooray!
He's George, that's George, the best man, George.
I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought.
He's basking in the glory of a fight well fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time.
Minister, you may begin. Oh no, I forgot the minister. Who the hell are you?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. To Rio, I was blending, but my engine needed mending. I'll fix my navigatrix, and then I'll fly. And let you ever stay the night. So sorry to crash the party, folks, but we'll have this fixed in 2 shakes. Then it's off to Rio for Carnival.
Wait, the captain of a ship can perform a marriage?
Yes! A pilot is comparable to a captain.
Yes.
And an airplane is sometimes referred to as an air sheep. Sheep of the air? Air sheep? Oh, shit!
Yes! Wait, I've got it! Trix, you can be the minister, and you can wed them all in the plane, and we can all go have a honeymoon in Rio!
A bride and groom in the chapel may bring a tear to the eye, but what a thrill when lovers drill like do in the sky. When vows are said and unveiled, and all leaves a daffodil sigh. But what these lovers sweet are in the sky. To you we do, to you we do, to you we do, to you we do. A bride and groom in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye. With rainbows planting before us and clouds meandering by, one can't restrain that sweet refrain. I do in the sky. But heartbeats are sweet, sweet and smiles. I do in the sky. I do in the sky. Look, up ahead, do you see it? Could it be? Yes, it's Rio. Well, hurry up, Trix, we got some honeymoon to do. Then fly. And clouds meandering by, one can't restrain that sweet refrain. I do up in
Just everybody, remain calm. It's a terrible old apartment with horrible wiring. Just concentrate, keep the show alive in your minds. Don't talk. I'll find the fuse box.
It's the super.
Oh, God.
Hi.
Hello.
Your lights are out.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to shut the power off because we're replacing the breaker panel in the basement.
Yes.
So we replaced it, but when we shut the power off, the breakers in all the apartments trip.
Yes.
It's what happens. It's normal.
Yes.
So I gotta reset your breakers.
Now?
It'll only take a second.
All right.
Because I tried calling you earlier before, but there was no answer.
I've been having some trouble with my phone.
Here we go.
Nothing, just some music.
What kind of music was that?
A record, a musical?
Do you like musicals?
No.
I love musicals. I go with the wife all the time. It's amazing what they can do nowadays. Have you seen Miss Saigon? They landed a helicopter on stage in that one. Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen Cats, Les Mis, Legally Blonde. I like the movie better.
Really? Well, goodbye. Well, that's it. One note away from the end of the show, and the moment is ruined. I can start the record from the beginning. I can't do that, can I? It's so frustrating. You have to understand, I love this show so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me the record. This was just before my father left us. I mean, I'm sure he didn't leave because of the record, but I'm also sure it didn't help things to begin with. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame and the monkey motif is labored, but it does what a show is supposed to do. It takes you to another world. And it gives you a little tune to carry with you. A little tune that helps you escape the dreary horrors of the real world. A little tune for when you're feeling blue. You know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do.
To happen.
Stumble